Check, chickadee, check, check. Let's do record over here. What's up, y'all? We did a huge giveaway, passing 75,000 subscribers on this channel. Oh, is that like annoying YouTube thing I feel like I'm supposed to be doing? I can't tell if I'm an annoying YouTuber or just like, I just get excited because I've passed 75,000 subscribers on my damn YouTube channel. I mean, if you go back to the first videos on this channel, which I need to go back and remove, I probably will. Probably will. In the future, they probably won't be there. But they're like family videos. It's like a place I was using to keep family videos. I was like, anytime I would like have a video, I'd be like, well, it's probably gonna get lost on my hard drives somewhere. And then I would put it on YouTube so I can send it to my mom. I can't believe we passed 75,000 subs. We just did a huge giveaway. Massive on the email list. If you're on the email list, then you experienced it, and some of you probably experienced it live in YouTube. I think if things go well, I live streamed it. But I reached out to every brand that I had like a contact for, basically, and was like, hey, what can you give away? I wanted to give away as much stuff as possible to as many of you as possible, and like I want to tell you everything that these brands gave away. It was sick. Shout out to all the brands that participated. All of them are like wizards of manufacturing and bringing stuff to market, and like it's just so cool to see these independent companies doing this stuff. By the way, this is my garage. This is where I do my work. This whole like zone down here is my man cave. My studio is over there, where I've got a brand new light that I'm so excited about because now I finally get to make videos like a big boy, apparently. And I literally found these paint cans on the shelf on the wall and made myself like a multi-tiered desk thing that I can stand at and sit at. And my neck is aligned, thanks to my favorite chair in the whole world, which you've heard about on another video maybe. I love this place. This is like my little, it's like my zone right now. We just moved into this place like 9 months ago, and it was supposed to be like temporary in some ways, and it's turning out to be more permanent. And so I'm like, okay, I need a zone. So this whole area is my zone. And it's where I've got my surfboard and my yoga mat and my electric skateboard and my electric bike. Holy crap, this thing is sweet, from 630. I'm gonna be having a review on this soon. At least they'd really like me to get one out because they sent me this bike. The truth is, it's dope. I love using it. By the way, we're gonna have a lot of interruptions out here because I live in Ocean Beach, which is right underneath the San Diego airport, basically. But it's gorgeous, you know, right on the beach. Ocean Beach, 1 square mile surrounded by reality. So anyways, thanks to all the brands for contributing and being a part of it. It's so awesome to hang with interesting, good companies, you know? So we're gonna jump into my computer in a second, and I'm gonna show you a bunch of these products and talk about, like, you know, we're gonna have some commentary. I don't care, you know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys, making such long videos. I'm trying. Like, one of the, like, that 10 gifts video would have been so much more popular if it was like 20 minutes or 12 minutes. But I want to shout out to all of you for paying attention because, like, whoever you are, like, yeah, you, no, you, not them, you. Like, who are you? Like, what do you? I'm so glad that you're there. I'm so glad that you're interested. I'm so glad that I get to talk with you. I wanted to say thank you. Like, thanks. I get to make these videos because you're there. Right? It's a super, super exciting thing for me, and I want to get better. I'm just learning, you know, so hopefully they'll get like some will be shorter and then maybe some longer. Like, this is probably, because this is just, you know, it's just you and me here. In all honesty, it's your feedback that helps true me up and helps me like figure out if I'm doing okay or not over time, partly, you know. The other part of it is me just going like, what do I want to make? So I'm super stoked to get to do giveaways like this, and it's all because of you. So thank you. And one more thing, I'm starting the process of hiring an editor or videographer for this channel. I need some help. In order for me to make the number of videos that I'd like to be making, I can be on camera an awful lot, but it takes me a lot to edit it, especially because my mouth, and things just come out of it. So I'm looking for someone to help me edit, potentially do some shooting as well, and I think it'd be really fun. Someone fun, like, let's hang out, but productive, talented, looking for experienced people only, and people in San Diego, because I need to do this in person or in the surrounding areas. So if that's you or maybe somebody that you know, you go to the URL in the YouTube description and there's a little form there. I want to know about you. I have to understand, because for me, it's like I'm gonna be really letting someone into my space here. And I would love for it to be, like, I'd love to find someone to be like, you know, a good friend of the show. I don't know. I don't know what I should expect on this, but I bet someone would like that job, I think. All right, now let's do some commentary, because like I was saying, I know that I should make videos that are shorter. It's like, if I just didn't have enough time to make it a shorter video. And I'm going to be trying to do that more, which is why I need the help of an editor. But this video is like, hey, it's just you and me here. Like, this is a channel update. Like, let's ham it up a little bit about some products that I think you might know about a lot of these, but some you might not. These are all companies, these are all just the things that the companies gave away. And it's a great jumping off point for talking about some interesting things about travel and just getting a lay of the land for what products are out there. Because if you're watching this channel, you're probably kind of like persnickety. You know, you're trying to get your life sort of dialed in, right? So let's jump in. Okay, Western Rise, one of my favorite makers of clothing. This jacket I use all the time. Dang, that's a good little price right now. That thing is like, that's a killer jacket. And they gave away this, the travel kit, to one lucky winner. The cotton everyday tee. I haven't tried this yet. I'm really excited and interested in this one because I don't know, they just make good stuff. I want to see what they're, I've seen all their merino stuff and all their other interesting materials, so I'm like, what do they do with cotton? But then the Evolution pant, which is by far my favorite travel pant. The thing about this pant is it's really lightweight. It crumples up into nothing. You wear it in really hot places. It's like a nice, cool feel, but then it just looks normal. It just looks like a normal, and then it responds well, like it bends enough, it stretches enough. Can be a little unstretchy. I really like to get down there, but compared to any, selvage denim, it's just epic. Then also the Strong Core merino socks, which I bet are epic. Thanks, Western Rise. Okay, now going to the next tab, woolen prints. Okay, they gave $150 of away to use however you want. The way that I would use that on this, I would probably just use, actually, I'll be honest, I really like their t-shirts right now. Okay, they have these, especially these ones, I like crew neck tees. They have these ones that are natural dye that look really great, and they're a little bit longer. Anyways, I love these shirts. I'd probably spent all $150 on just getting a bunch of new shirts. Thanks, Woolen Prints. All right, on to this company, Ministry of Supply, another wizard of apparel and fabric and stuff like that, and they are giving away the Aero Zero shirt, either men or women. They make this for a male and for a female, but it's like the first carbon neutral dress shirt, apparently. The world's first carbon neutral dress shirt made from 100% recycled materials. Classic, comfortable, and climate conscious. I bet it's epic. I haven't used it yet. Thanks, Ministry of Supply. Next, Doer are giving away a pair of their pants. Now, listen, here's the deal. These are my favorite pants right now in a lot of ways. Like for regular everyday stuff, these are sick. And I like this a little bit. This Live Free Field pants, pretty good. It's got buttons instead of, it's got a belt loops, but it's got buttons up at the top that you can kind of like tighten it down a little bit. I like that. But it is their Live Light Chino straight. I love this thing. Anyways, you can get whatever pant you want, I think. All right, thanks, Doer, for your love and support to the channel. Moving on, we've got Olivers who make my favorite short in the world, Subtle Premium Workout Gear. They do some great stuff. This is an interesting brand. I like what they're up to. It's like very bro-y. Like, look at these guys. They're just like, hey, what's up? I'm managing finance at a place, and they're like, oh yeah, really? That's pretty sweet. I'm medical device sales. They gave away the Passage pant, which is a very interesting material. I feel like it looks weird in these pictures here. It's kind of a strange pant in some ways, but man, it is kind of similar to that Western Rise stuff. It's stretchy, it's water resistant, odor resistant. It's like all the good stuff. And then my favorite thing though is this short. And specifically I go with the smaller size in this, but most of you probably want to cover, you know, you don't want any slippage, right? But the all over short is my favorite short for like everyday rambles. Thanks, Olivers. Okay, so that's the apparels. I'm stoked that we've got some cool apparel companies helping us out these days. And like, cause I think when you get everyday items, shirts, this is Wool and Prints right here. This is a green wool, like it's one of their thick utility shirts. And it's great because it's like, I don't quite need a jacket or a sweater, but it's like, I do need something. And I'm also wearing their, anyways, I'm in love with their merino shirts right now. Finding a good shirt that you just like, it's the way to go. All of those companies make great shirts that could be your like daily rambler. Okay, now Topo, typically Topo is giving away, it gave some stuff away as well. And I'm stoked for this. I'm stoked to be working with these guys. Here's what they gave away. This was a big one. First of all, the global briefcase. Okay, I love this bag so much. It's one of the first videos that I did a review of it in their previous version of this thing. They used to call it like the mountain briefcase, and now it's subtly shifted. But this thing is sick. So they gave this away to somebody, which is awesome. More reviews on this coming in like more screen time for this guy coming in the future. They also gave away a 40-liter travel bag. One of my favorites because it's just got that killer look. It is so fun and playful. It's not like the lightest weight. It's not like the most comfortable. It's just solid. Able-bodied people will get around great with this thing. Stoked for that. And accessory bags, I think they're doing like a set of accessory bags they did. And then the DOP kit, right? You see the trend here, but one more item that they gave away, so sick, the global jet. But they have a men's and a women's, and they decided to give away whichever one the winner chose. So, you know, it's exciting when a company like this is giving so much great stuff. So like the travel bag and then the global briefcase. This global briefcase clips onto the travel bag. Not my favorite mode of carrying it. I would just end up carrying this in my hand while I had all my gear in this backpack. Throw that in the overhead compartment. This is under the seat in front of me. I have everything I need on the flight, right? And then pouches to organize, DOP kit, and then the jacket inside somewhere. So sick. So thank you, Topo. Stoked for this stuff. Packed now. Packed have given away the duffel bag and the coffee kit. This is so sick because the video on the homepage is just gorgeous. I can just let this play while you look at it. That duffel is the best for like grown-up duffel travel. I just love it for my like techie sort of needs because it segments the gear down the middle. I've mentioned the Boundary Supply Aegis in recent videos that I really love for a more affordable version that doesn't do the split down the middle. I just think the details that they've put into this bag are sick. And then obviously the travel coffee kit is wild. That's like an actual, like where's the coffee kit? Let's go to the coffee kit. Okay, so this travel coffee kit replaces all this gear that you gotta bring. There's Malcolm, he's my friend. He took me to Vietnam because I'm building a travel backpack with these guys, which I'm stoked for. There's the coffee kit. It's gorgeous. I really love the kettle. Anyways, I could go deep on that, but the point is, I love that they gave away these two items. Honestly, I'm so stoked to be working with Pact on the travel backpack. They took me out to Vietnam and we got to see like just factory lines, like the people who are working there, the people who run the factories, the way that material gets from one part of the world to the other and how this stuff is made. And it makes sense why, you know, I'm glad I get to partner with someone like Malcolm who's just been in this world for a while and has had these values around sustainability. He's got an organization called Sea Hive that's related to cleaning up the oceans and plastic and helping organizations figure out how to do smarter, better, and less shitty dumb. So thanks, Pact, for giving away stuff to the audience. Next, Tom Ben. Okay, Tom Ben gave away a very interesting little setup. It is the Cynic 22. Let me put it in my favorite sort of blue. I like these blue color. I like this blue color right here. Okay, the Cynic 22. I have this one. I think it's this one. I have the Parapack. I think I actually have a custom version. The thing is these come in really burly materials. They're like they're made for, it's almost like Tom Bin has this like really family vibe. Like, in fact, you'll see it here in the next thing. So they're giving away this Cynic, which is one of my favorite bags of all time, especially in this size, the 22. I love this size for daily carry. If you can stomach, you know, the way it looks like it's a little bit of a dad bag to some. It looks like it's a little bit of a librarian's bag to others. It's kind of Waldorfy. I am all those things, right? So I'm not too terrified by the way it looks because it has all this organization on the front, which is so sick. They actually have some great videos on this down here. You should check out packing out the bag with a couple different setups. And then they also gave a yeoman duffel, all right? This is a very interesting thing because it's just a simple duffel, right? Who wants to travel with just a simple duffel? But what's so sick about this thing is that it's like, you're gonna have this for like, it's so simple, but you're gonna have it for so long, right? It's big, it's burly, it's easy to get into, and there's a picture down here where it's like, hey, look, everybody in the family gets one, right? This is great for car camping because the bag itself doesn't take up any room. Only the stuff in your bag takes up room, right? So it can shove into any space, any nook and cranny. And I don't know, maybe I'm making too much of a little thing like this, but I just love the idea of doing the duffel with that. And then also they gave away an organization pouch that has not yet been seen by the world. So sexy. A great duffel like that Yeoman is like so great. And I don't know, so they're selling for $140. Like the Boundary Supply Aegis costs that much. If you're looking for a duffel that's like your travel duffel that you're using, I mean, I have to recommend that because it's got the backpack straps, it's got some foot stuff, it's made from some killer materials as well. But the Yeoman has that classic just like materials vibe. I only say that because they sent me one a long time ago and I've used it a handful of times and it's just so like zero bullshit, like dad duffel, one for everybody in the family kind of thing. Okay, Cecilia also got involved in the giveaway. Stoked for this because this is like a super spendy bag. It's a camera bag. You can use it as daily carry. That's what I did for the most part then. I ended up giving mine away to award-winning podcaster Pat Flynn, and now I really miss that bag since I carry around my camera so much. But they make a bunch of different stuff. They gave away this Humboldt rather, 14 liter, which is epic. Inside, you can totally customize it for camera rig stuff, and then the top flap opens, or you can remove all of this and it's sort of go-rucky, just a big clamshell opening. They also gave away one of their card cases, which is so sick. Thanks, Cecilia, love that. Now, Dayfarer got in as well. Do you know this bag, the Dayfarer tech bag? This is like an old school bag for me. I reviewed it a long time ago, and looks like they have a special edition now. It's just this like German guy. It's just David. You know what I mean? Like David's just doing this. He made this bag. Actually what I learned is you go backwards through these images and you end up seeing it in action. There you go. It's a great clamshell opening, lots of tech organization, perfect amount of kind of stuff for me for daily carry. It's a little boxy on the back for me, kind of like the Peak Designs does that really boxy vibe, but it is so capable and has like the shoe compartment at the bottom. Killer for such a sleek looking bag. And then also, let's see, their sling. They gave away one of the slings, which is a slick little daily sling. You'll see it in more of my sling videos as they come out. Thanks, Dayfarer. Sick stuff. All right, what else? Okay, now Air got involved. Air, A-E-R. They have been making a lot of interesting stuff. Definitely got a good look to their bags. They're very smart, savvy, businessy, it feels like. This is the Travel Pack 2 Small. This is what they gave away. It's a new 35-liter version of their travel pack, all right? Which is interesting, because most of the time when I'm traveling with a big pack like this, I'll probably end up bringing the 40 liters. Well, since I already have it. Now that I have the little one as well, it's just an interesting idea. Some people want to travel with a little bit less. You could also kind of get away with this as daily carry once you get to where you're going, but just kind of. It's still pretty big, but it's like, it's not that bad for daily carry. You can kind of do it. Pretty sick. Thanks, Air. They also gave a DOP kit, my favorite DOP kit in the world right now. I just love its organization. I love its simple. It's like there's plenty of organization, but it's still a pretty small footprint. They also gave away this sling, the City Sling, which is so sick. I don't think I even have this one yet. I think this is an updated version of something that I have. but it's great. It's like one of these perfect sizes. The other one that I have at least is perfect size. Anyways, thanks Air. You guys are the greatest. Black Ember also got involved. Now, they're making those slick rubber bags. It's not rubber. It's like this really intense material. These guys are wizards and gals. I don't know. Keep your laws off my body. You know what I mean? But they went for this. They offered two different things. They did a Citadel, or actually they give someone a choice of this Citadel, right? Or the Forge. And in my vote, I would easily and effortlessly go Forge personally because I like this bag so much. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. They made a little film of this guy, like getting ready, putting the stuff in the Forge, which is kind of sick. It's kind of a good looking website, Black Ember. Great work. But I do love this thing so much. It's spendy, so I'm stoked that they gave someone the option between this or that. Hopefully someone who would like never really be able to afford something like this on their own sometime, you know, for at least for a while, gets to have just like a sick bag that's gonna last them a long time. Thanks, Black Ember. Moving on to Nomadic, who, by the way, have these roller bags now. How weird is that? They gave one lucky winner a $300 gift card to use on the site however they want, including on their new luggage like these. They've got a few different options. This one is the tech one that has like a little like tech insert. This is the thing that you pull out and put on the seat with you when you get to, onto the flight. Pretty slick idea. Might I recommend spending that $300 on this bag, the 40-liter travel bag, which is still one of the great like duffely, boxy travel bags out there. Lots of organization. I tend not to use the inner organization too terribly much. It's a great bag to travel with, superbly comfortable and carry because there is this rigidity in the material itself. So it keeps a nice, it just ends up feeling comfortable. Even though there's no back ventilation, it can get really sweaty for you sweaty folks possibly. I just found my wife and I both really liked carrying it when we were traveling. So thanks Nomadic. All right, who else? Waterfield. Handmade, lovely stuff, San Francisco, lots of big boy and big girl bags and backpacks and stuff. They gave away their new Air Duffel carry-on, which is unreal. It's a very interesting bag. It's boxy, okay? But it's designed to fit on the airplane seat, like underneath the airplane seat for you. I guess some you can fit vertically. I imagine that it would need to go sideways for a lot of it. But a great little setup, simple duffely organizer inside, or main compartment inside, but tons of tech organization and made from their gorgeous material. Water bottles type stuff on both sides, so you can use it however you want. Luggage pass-through, sick, thanks Waterfield for being a giveaway person. Tortuga got involved as well. They're stoked because they are one of my favorite old school brands. I love this angle for them. Backpacks for city travel. Their set out, which is what they gave away, is epic for city travel, just like they've advertised it. It comes in 45 or 35, and they now have a woman's fit. They also have a few different colors, like this black, which it looks so much better than the gray to me personally for my style. They also have this interesting navy, which is kind of sexy. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, let's see, what else did they give away? They gave away the Set Out Packable Day Pack, which is epic because it does crumple up into nothing. I like this one just as much as my Air Go, which I'm constantly recommending. The Air Go is a little more, zhuzh to it. This one packs more minimally, right? You can see it in the, first of all, down into that little pocket. This is a solid, for $39, this is a really great packable day bag, right? Obviously, he's got just soft things in there. If anything was hard, you'd see a corner, because it's a very thin bag, but nice, comfortable mesh and everything. Stoked for that. Thank you, Tortuga. Mission Workshop. Now, I love Mission Workshop. I do not have a lot of their gear. I just got in touch with them again recently and got a little package, which is great. Look forward to showing more of that here. But these people at Mission Workshop are making lots of apparel these days. And then they have sick bags like this one, right? This is such an interesting looking bag. Review coming. Here's what they gave away. This was like an $800 package. First of all, look at the price of this bag. $585. What is that. That's wild. Why is it like that? Because this thing is made, see that gray material in there? It's double layer, like the whole thing has this massive water resistance and durability going on. Lots of interesting features and shit like that. Just a big, burly, fits everything, carry it all, comfortable kind of bag. It is a seriously professional maximum carry-on size bag. So they gave that away. And then also this, the Spar, which is a sling that actually fits. You see the back of this thing here? It has those strips. It actually fits on the backpack, the one I was just showing you, in some magician sort of way. So you can use it as like this external pouch. You slide it onto that, so you're only carrying one bag over here with your sling like attached to it somehow. And then when you get to where you're, to the airplane seat, you pull the sling off, and hopefully that works fairly easily. So thanks, Mission Workshop. That's so sick. Mission Workshop, this Wizards, again, Mission, Boundary Supply, Waterfield, all Topo, all those people that we were talking about have, I really am drawn to the people who are doing such interesting work with materials, and they're kind of like at the cutting edge. They're typically making stuff that isn't gonna sell anywhere near the number of items that a North Face or a Patagonia bag is gonna sell. But they're doing something that Patagonia wouldn't wanna do, because if they did, they'd have to charge so much more for their stuff, because the materials being used, the manufacturing processes, oftentimes are leading to the bag costs more. Materiality. Like you have an idea, you wanna bring that into materiality, you wanna manifest that thing from the nothing out into something. As things materialize, right? They become real. Materials, they matter. Okay, in case you thought we were getting done with these tabs here, that I actually have one more window. There's a little bit less here, but dude, so much great stuff. So let's go over here. Nutsack, my favorite brand in the whole wide world. Second only to douchebags. Which, by the way, douchebags make some pretty good looking bags. I've got one of their bags that I have used a little bit. I've been using stuff that I'm getting onto the channel. I'm trying to reach out to them to get some more bags from them. So if douchebags people, if you're there, some of those look really good. But Nutsack, unlike douchebags, is for your balls. It's for the dude. It's for anybody you want it to be for. And they gave away the Satchel 13. One of my favorite things about this is, I don't know if actually this one doesn't have the magnets in it. I'll show you this, my favorite MagSatch. This is the one that I'm using as my oftentimes use as my just come down, which is, I just think it's great. This coal is a new color for them, which is fascinating. And I like that they've got the black leathers there. Their leathers are really nice. Their wax canvas is super nice. This thing is a killer bag for anyone who's got a 13-inch MacBook or something like that. And you have the ability to get the logo that's just an acorn. So the company could be called Acorn instead of Nutsack to everyone you tell that to, right? Say Nutsack on it. So thanks so much, Nutsack, for getting in there and making such great, interesting American products. They're killer, you guys. Speaking of American products, Mystery Ranch. All right, apparently Mystery Ranch is most of what they're selling is to firefighters. They make gear for firefighters and hunters and a bunch of stuff like that. But they do very mission-oriented bags, like skiing bags. They have a whole compartment there that's just bags for skiing. And they gave away this one here, in black, for a simple kind of organization. Very simple bag that's utterly capable. And for 125 bucks, that's it's definitely one of my favorite, that needs to go on the bags under $100 list, because I'm always trying to get people looking for bags under $100 to spend 120 bucks or 125 and get something that will truly last them a long time and that they'll end up loving. See this mesh up in here? There's a pocket on the top. I believe that's from a pocket on the top, but their mesh is really it just feels really strong. You've got two pockets inside here. You've got with a great harness, very comfortable and easy to roll. There's that pocket on the top. So Thanks, Mystery Ranch. Moving on to the next one, Knack got in on this. And they just refurbished, updated, redesigned their bag to be a 2.0 and released this leather one, which is actually, they sent me one, it's actually really cool. It looks sort of, like you can see it in the pictures. You can see it in the pictures that let's find the leather one. Where's the leather one? Let's find it. So first of all, they have them in different sizes now. So small, medium, and large. They used to just have medium and large. The small is in now, which is, a lot of people requested that. Then they have this leather version, which was an option for of their bags, even up to this leather one if they want to know. I was like, whoa, that's so sick. Thanks, Knack. $475. Why? Because leather. That's life right there. That's a life you're wearing. You are partnering with the organism that created this hide for you and all the makers that put it together for you, right? But an epic bag because it does this right here, expansion. Okay, this is for sure one of my favorites to recommend. And again, the large is slightly too large for daily carry for me, daily carry. Medium is perfect for me. And they've got that basic gray, which kind of goes with your suits. This black is for sure my favorite color of the lot. They also have sangria red and indigo blue. When you're looking at a photo, you can't tell what it actually looks like. You know what I mean? When you get it, it's always a pain in the ass. That's why I started making videos. That's why I started making videos. I was like, I got a bag from Rickshaw. I remember just like worrying if I was gonna like it or not. I couldn't tell from the photos on the web. And then I just ended up going for it, bought it. It was the first time I bought myself like a present like that for Christmas. I was like, nobody's gonna buy me a bag that I want. This was so long ago. This was so long ago. And like, I think it was like a decade ago, honestly. And anyways, I sent that video when I made it to Rickshaw. Like, hey, just so you know, I made this video before I published it. I just made it like unpublished and sent it to them. And they're like, oh, this is sick. If you use this coupon code, we'll give you 10% of the sale and we'll give the person buying 10% off. They had this smart marketing kid there named Chris who like that, and Matterful, Bagworks, the Chase Reeve YouTube channel was born. And actually that was on my previous YouTube channel that I had. A long, long time ago, I did a thing called Father Apprentice, a blog for new dads who were struggling with fatherhood. Sort of scratching my own itch there. If I write about it, maybe I'll get better at it. And it was on that channel that I did those videos. They ended up sending me bags over the rest of the year, and you know, they ended up paying me, I think, some of the affiliate revenue. I didn't care. It was just like, it was fun to get free stuff then. And we've come a long way since then. Then, like, the big thing that happened then was Manal. I talked to the Manal guys, got them to send me a bag, and their bag, actually they're coming up in a little bit. And that started me on this whole trip on one bag travel and on helping people learn how to do that, because it totally shifted my consciousness. Okay, Knack, thank you so much. Stoked for this. Stoked that this bag does the expansion thing. They made a bunch of upgrades in the 2.0, which you can find out more here on their website and check out the videos that they've made showing off all the lovely parts of this bag, and you'll probably see it on the channel here pretty soon. Let's move on. North Street gave away one of these duffels, this Scout duffel, another like the Yeoman, like a very simple duffel, and their DOP kit, as well as one of these Piddick travel pouch sort of things. It's like a set of all these perfect little simple stuff. I love North's stuff because they're, again, very simple construction. They're made in my home, like right behind my house in Portland. I went in one time before I was a bag reviewer, you know, and they make this epic. Oh, look nice and olive. That looks nice. I like this bag a lot. For a bigger daily carry and for a smaller minimal travel, this thing's just got a lot of organization. It looks cool. It's just like the right vibe. The only bummer is there wasn't enough rigidity, structure back here on the back. So you can see it bunching out like that. I would want more structure in the back. That's something we're spending quite a bit of time on in the packed travel backpack that we're doing, getting that structure right. Because you don't want to add a bunch of weight. You don't want it, so it's like, you know, there's a lot of different choices you gotta make. So thanks North for making such killer bags like this one, and for giving away these awesome duffels and DOP kits and pouches. You're epic. go, indie manufacturing in America. Then Manal, like I was saying, the one that started it all in a lot of ways, they gave away this kit, which is their Flash Packer kit. It's the Carry-On 2.0, a set of the packing cubes and the hip straps. The hip straps, which are great, actually. And it's black or gray. I think the black looks really good. Really good. By the way, if you haven't seen this tool case XL, 69 bucks, and it's great, nice and padded. They also have something coming soon. There's like a roll top that I was, anyways, there's a roll top coming. There it is. This thing's coming. I believe in the good things coming, right? This thing looks interesting. I cannot wait to get my hands on this at some point. Cool little daily carry roll top. What do we got? Oppose this. Look at this. It's a bit like severe, isn't it? Isn't it? I love this. I love this black, white, a little bit of yellow, right? Maybe some, I don't know, some granite or something. If I've learned one thing about Europeans, it's typically they don't like it when you're, you know, doing their accent or something like that. So I hope I'm not making you too, you know, annoyed or whatever, but I do like to do a bit of the accents. I used to read to myself in accents, and so it's something that I'm into. Anyways, Pose This gave away this amazing invisible carry-on, which is one of my favorites right now. You see, this size is just perfect. You can use it for daily carry, and you can use it for travel. It's a great bag for hybrid travel. The kind of thing I love is, and actually that's a great back panel, like these guys. They design really good stuff. This is great. Love those zipper pulls. Great organization pocket up front, little sack pouch in the back for your iPad or something. And this pocket has some dimension at the bottom. I think this is a wizard of a bag. And then this is your space for packing. And then the Invisible 3 backpack they also gave away. Have you seen this thing? This thing, I haven't even reviewed it, I don't think. I just don't think so, but it's so, everything's made to be super minimal, right? It's like, can't really get to much. I hope, again, Oppose This, guys, I'm terribly sorry for this. It's like cultural appropriation, but I am originally a white man from Europe, so it's like, maybe I can get away with it. But great, simple daily carry that actually has a bunch of space and organization inside. Thanks, Oppose This. Love you guys. Please don't be mad at me for doing the voice. No, I'm like, I don't want to make my sad. Now, Green Room 136, my favorite little Malaysian makers. They're making tons of cool stuff for, like, I don't know, for urban life like this. Made to be fairly affordable, actually really affordable, but still made out of burly materials that's gonna last a long time, right? By the way, this scene right here, this is such a scene. The background scene there in the restaurants remind me of Vietnam. I loved it. I would love to get out to Malaysia with these guys. And this is what they sent, this newer bag called the Mission Attaché, okay? Which I will be reviewing on the channel soon. It's like it's a shoulder bag. See that strap coming off there? It's a shoulder bag, but it has like a nice little organization. I'm not crazy about how it looks sort of bunchy, just sort of regular out here. I don't know what the word I'm looking for here. It's just a little plebeian or whatever, but that's clearly a look for a lot of us outdoorsy types, a lot of us like are urban people who like this kind of vibe, like the North Street, like those, there's that one Manhattan company as well. But anyways, great strap, solid organization inside. Let's check that out again. You got this big old burly laptop, super protected, and lots of space for a simple little satchel that you can carry, and you can remove this, make this left or right or whatever. Anyways, thanks Green Room 136. Love what you guys are doing. Question, one of my favorite little wizards again of materials and of really interesting designs. Like they just put such interesting stuff together. Like there's that guy, he's zooming in. Look at that. Oh wow, look at that. What's happening over here? Look at that guy. He's got the glasses, he's doing stuff. This is great. But like this banana tech material is amazing. I love that. Here's what they gave away. They gave away their day pack, which is, I actually really love this thing as like a grown up, fashionable, but still really organized bag. And you can see what their aesthetics, very clean and minimal, right? This whole video, this could be showing us the organization inside the pack, but they're more interested in showing us what it looks like in different environments because they're very aesthetically oriented, right? But it's got some solid organization. Thanks, question. What about Wandered? And guess what they gave away? This is so sick. They gave away, is it even on the bag? The Duo. The Duo. This thing is so sick as a daily. It opens up and it's like you have your own little recording studio. You have your own little thing. I think it's a very interesting and bold design, and in use it can be actually pretty dang good. I'm excited to try it out again at some point when I'm not testing so many damn bags. Thanks, Wander. Arcedo also got involved, and I like this picture of this gentleman in the mock turtleneck. Hi, I'm looking for the train. Is the train coming here? What am I looking at? Where am I looking? What's happening? Can someone tell me where I'm supposed to be going? I'm ready to travel efficiently. Look at my backpack matches my mock turtleneck. I'm ready to go. Sorry, I should do a show where I just comment on website stuff. But here's what they gave away. They gave away this Oxna bag, which is a wild bag, a very interesting, this Codra material. Everything's protected, water resistant, big ol' mesh out front you could just shove stuff down into. So they gave away this guy, the Oxna, as well as an Oxna compression packing cube, which is perfectly designed to fit in there. And the Arrow, a new packable bag from them, which has just arrived recently. I haven't used it yet and tested it, so I don't have anything to say about it yet, but except for the fact that it's really minimal. Like, it's really small and it looks smart. Like, look at those big water bottle pockets. Pocket on the outside, water resistance, sick stuff. Thanks, Arcedo. Riot got in there, or R-I-U-T, Research and User Technology. I can't remember what it stands for, Sarah. I apologize. And she gave away this new max carry-on 35-liter backpack, the X35, as well as one of their secure crossbody slings, and their packable backpack, which is this one down here, the Riot Crush, which is great because the zippers on this one are all up against your back. Let me open these all in different little compartments. So this one, the zippers are up against your back, so it's all like security minded, okay? That's kind of nice, and it's really packable in a really lightweight material. Then you've got the sling, which is great for daily carry and super minimal, and it bulks out to like fit bigger stuff. I think she did an awesome job with this. It's very, very interesting. It's like, I just love what she's designing. And then this thing, which was crazy. I haven't reviewed it yet. It's going to be in an upcoming review. Lots of space, 35 liters, but then it collapses down and is able to do this kind of like sleek looking daily carry mode, right? Isn't that nice? Like, look at it, It's like, it's big, wide-wise, like looks like a big roll top bag, but this is what it can be like when you've got it packed out with stuff. So thanks, Sarah, thanks, Riot, for being a contributor. Finally, the Light Haul 38 from Kathmandu. Kathmandu make great, like, they're like a Patagonia, right? They're like a big, I think in different parts of the world, it's more, you get more Kathmandu than Patagonia. But this Light Haul carry-on is one of my highest recommended lightweight travel bags, especially for women, even for children. It's just a smaller frame. It's not actually, like, I still fit fine in it, right? It's not like that it's that small. It's just that it fits better on smaller frames, and it's lightweight and you got decent organization. Thanks, Kathmandu. Okay, we should end it there. Come on. I love hanging out with you and spending time with you and just talking about shit. I know most of you probably have left by now, but thanks for being a fan of the channel. I guess I could do one more thing. People have always asked about my my smokestack, and this company would really like me to talk about them because they sent me some gear, but I don't have an affiliate relationship with them yet, so I'm just like, but here's the deal. This is actually really interesting for any of you smokestack people out there. You want to talk a little bit about the smokestack? I'm a little bit worried about talking about cannabis, marijuana, Mary Jane because a lot of kids watch YouTube. You know what I mean? Like a lot of, and this is not made for kids. Silicone parts are made for toys. This is not silicone parts. So in this guy, I have my pipe. I have my little flower canister that has a built-in grinder and a little repository for where I keep my ground product. I have my lighter with a little clip. I'd like to use a different lighter, one that is not so throwawayable, one that is reusable, but I really can't live without this damn clip. It makes my life so easy. I have a package of tobacco, organic American Spirit. This is where I get a little funky, right? Where I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to be telling people to have tobacco. I don't want to be telling people to have cannabis. It's like, I don't want to just be that like bad kid, like influencing people in bad directions. So I'm kind of self-conscious about it. But the truth is that that having some ceremony like this in my life, or at least having this in my life, has forced me into a kind of ritual and ceremony moments that I just don't have other ways, right? Like meditation, I do have when I sit and meditate. The truth is, it's more fun with weed. I don't want to be flippant on that, because I don't know how much damage we're doing to ourselves when we're getting inebriated and really enjoying it. I sit on a mat or on this chair, and it's like I'm mostly just sitting and thinking. That's my favorite time to smoke. When I'm hanging with friends, it's fun. I always love to be with the boys and like whoever else, like without the kids, and you can just pass around a pipe freely or a joint. I love that. But for the most part, the productive part about cannabis use for me is all in solo stuff. Really, it's for thinking, sitting and thinking, like stretching, moving. It's very therapeutic and restful for me. And this is my little kit for that. I take it everywhere. I basically have it with me sort of all the time. And this is like my home kit. This is the one that I've got for home. It's got these locks right here that the zippers lock into. You have 3 little dials right here that you set your code by, and when you set them correct, you can lock these things in, mess them up, and now your like little, 2 or 3-year-old can't get into here, right? I mean, your 10-year-old's still gonna be like, hey dad, what's in the bag? But I like that security, because I do have a baby girl here in the house. Little Edney's 2.5, my son is 10, and we are learning how to be a family together. There was one more little piece in here. I mean, what am I, like 80 minutes into a channel update video or something like that at this point? There's a little vaporizer I keep in here that this is actually cool. I'll link to this if I can find it. Low key, I'll link to this if I can find it, because it's actually a good vape, good battery. If you have vaporizer cartridges for cannabis, this actually is not cannabis, but it's nice because it's small, it locks in, and then, looks like a key fob for a car or something like that. But again, your 10-year-old's gonna be like, what's that, dad? It also has a little charger built in. It's kind of nice, but it's the kind of thing that's like, these vapes they're basically disposable. I mean, they work for however long. This one's worked for a long time, and it's really powerful. The reason why I got it is because it's powerful, because this is actually... Now, if I'm smart, I probably will block that out in the audio, so you just have to guess what that was. But what's interesting about this is you can vape this, and it's a psychedelic for a short journey, and it can be very intense. And I like to kind of like go gentle on it, because it just brings stuff up. It just brings, again, the cannabis for me. It's about bringing stuff up. I feel like I'm working through a lot of unresolved emotional trauma, I guess. I don't know, you could call it trauma. Maybe it's not trauma, maybe it's just life. So I don't like to talk too much about it, but I also really want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, I know some of you are like in the same boat. I think cannabis is going to be playing a really big role in society as we move forward. Everything's trying to get legalized, and it's like, when you're living in a post sort of illegal cannabis world, you can just go down to the store and you get cannabis from your bud tender or whatever. It doesn't have the same stigma and all that, and it doesn't have the same risk, and you also don't have the same education, and you don't have the same, because I don't know if people really know what cannabis is. So that's why I'm hoping to make a course. That's really what I want to do, is make a course on cannabis and creativity right now. The only bummer is if I do that, like I won't be producing videos here very regularly until I finish that, and that's why let's find an editor, let's get a process going, and I really want to make that course on cannabis and creativity, just to be like a fun way of learning that, like, introduction to cannabis, how to use it smart, how to use it dumb, what you can expect, what the different modes of, and so listen, if you're interested in that, I'll put my cannabis email list below, and that's where I'm going to be sending emails out about that. And also, like, maybe what I'll do, because I've been meaning to like send out an email, because there's already a bunch of people on the list, and we can start a little conversation there, because I want to hear what you like, tips and tricks that you guys have, questions that you have, so the course answers everything, right? So if you're interested in that, I will put together, writing this on my list. Right now, my favorite thing is a Studio Neat tote book, which is my favorite notebook, right? I'm trying to go back to paper for a little while. You're always messing around with when you're me, you're always messing around. And some people I know, creatives, like hopelessly creative people. I actually said messing up accidentally as a Freudian slip. And that's what it can feel like. You're messing around my productivity setup. So I find that going between digital and paper helps me like keep things organized sometimes, because it just grows weeds on the digital world, and then you come down here and it's like too simple and you don't have everything in there. And so slowly refining the process over time seems to be what's on the menu. But I just put a reminder for myself there to send out the Cannabis email. So when you get on that list, you should automatically get an email. I don't know if you know this, but email is like, I'm trying to find a way to communicate with you guys through text. I'm still trying to find that. Like I could do Slack, I could do like Discord, I could do, like Patreon. I just want to like send a text once or twice a week with like, hey, you should check this video out. Like not even my video, like someone else's, or like check this song out. So I definitely want to talk about cannabis and stuff like that. I just have a lot of concerns about the fact that anybody can be finding these videos. And I also don't want to be labeled as just the weed guy, you know what I mean? It's like, even though at this point, it's my favorite thing to take people through. It's my favorite thing to guide people through. By the way, you can always go to workwithchase.com and I can be your coach, your life coach. And it's like, it sounds weird. It's weird. It's like, it sounds weird, but it makes a lot of sense once I get on the calls. It takes me like 20, 30 minutes to break into like where we're just hanging. We're just hanging and we're talking about your life, and because I love to be in people's stories with them, because like I'm in my own story, and it helps me to be in that with you. So anyways, I want to talk about cannabis, and because I know that it's helpful for people. It's been really helpful for me, but it's also a thing that's like, it can make your life better. It can also make it worse, right? And so that's what I'm stoked about in the course is hopefully getting some wisdom that's easy for people to get, and they have those, like, they're ready for what comes at them, right? They don't feel so like clueless and confused. I feel so confused in my life most of the time. Most of the time of my life growing up, it's like I've just felt so confused, like I didn't know something I was supposed to know. Like everybody knew something and I didn't get it. And I think most of that was just in my head. Most of that was stuff that was in my head, which is where cannabis has been really helpful, is just like untangling some of those knots, getting more into my body a bit, and getting into balance with like the inner and the outer. Because you got both, man. You are absolutely connected to the result, the outer world. Like if something goes wrong in your world, it affects you on the inside. You're not isolated from the rest of the world. You have all these attachments to everything out here. It's like you're really this whole system that's going on. You're inside and you're outside together, right? So the integrative approach is when we're like, okay, we spread out the thing that I am to be both of these. Right? To be both the experience, the conscious sort of like inner world, as well as the outer world, the results that you're getting, the relationships, right? And my wording there is intentionally sloppy because I don't want to nail it down. It's a very gooey, wonderfully mysterious sort of thing. It's like basically the thing that makes life worth living. So anyways, there's always more rambles and stuff that you're gonna get on the channel, obviously. And hopefully some of that will be about cannabis, and some of you are excited about that. Some of you are probably not excited about that at all. A lot of it will be still around products and things for everyday life, because my wife and I, over the years, we've just had to solve problems when we're creating our life with our kids, with our friends, doing our career stuff. It's like we just have to be buying things to solve certain problems because we have those resources to do it. Like the product exists, you've got some change in your pocket, like you can put these together. The question is, does it actually make your life better? Does it actually move the needle, right? And then we get back into simplicity, intention, and living a kind of minimal, digital, integrated life. So, okay, let's shut it down there. My thanks again, sincerely, for you listening, watching, paying attention in any way, shape, or form. Like you can deal with my face more comfortably than I can. I think I feel like I look like a bird that like fell out of the nest too early. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you connect with this at all. This connection actually is a source of so much vitality for me. It's such an answer to prayer in a lot of ways. And thanks to you brands who contributed to the giveaway. Such a gift that you guys were willing to give away so much. Thank you. And if you're the video editor that I'm looking for, make sure you go to that URL in the description below in YouTube and, Find Care. This is how I used to sign off every podcast episode at the Fizzle Show. Maybe I'll take it here as well. Find care, take care, serve hard, and dig in. Thanks, and we'll talk to you next week on The Ramble. I feel like I should just call this fucking channel The Ramble with Chase Reeves.